Recording has started. And then manage participants.
Now you're recording.
Mute all. Okay, I'm going to put
mute all until you want us to talk.
Okay, so.
And then tell them about raising their.
Okay, and you're muted now so they can't hear you. That's what I'm fixing to do. Okay, so whenever you, actually, I think I need to share the screen so I can show y'all how to do this. This is my desktop, maybe. Share screen. No, I don't want you to see that. How do I get back? Why is it doing that? I'm so confused. Stop share, because that's, I don't know what it's doing. Anyway, there is a thing at the bottom that has some dots that you should be able to click on, and it'll say raise hand. And then you can raise your hand if you want to say something, and that way I'll know you want to say something. It's under the ... more, and you'll see raise hand. Okay? Well, let's get started. So this is our first kickoff call after Director Bound, and we are going to go over some basic information before, and then we're going to cover new information. I know I just said that, but we're going to do it again. So whenever we are doing this, it's every 2 weeks, and it's always at 9 o'clock. It'll always be on Zoom. You'll need to find out, the Zoom number may vary because it will depend on who is leading the call. So whenever you log in or check, always check to make sure. Sorry, I'm watching Tiffany. This is so distracting. I don't know how y'all do this. Anyway, see, anybody can do this if I can do this. I am, I just see you. She's laughing at me. Okay, here we go. So, requirements of being a director. Here we go. 5 consultants on your team that are active. Active means 150 in sales. You personally have to do 750 in sales for the month. I would suggest you shoot for 2,500. You want to try and get at least half of that 5,000 that your team needs. So, and then your team has to sell 5,000. So what you want to do, you have the 5 recruits that are active. That means everybody's active in the month. 750 personal sales and 5,000, including your sales for the team. Now, part of this director program, you're going to have support. You're going to get lots of support, lots of ideas, lots of techniques that you can use that you can help you reach your dreams and your goals. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interactive. The support that we give you, I love that we have 3 directors helping you. It's not just me, or it's not just Tiffany, not just Jamie. We're going to all help each other. And that way we all get to know each other too. So when we're at conference this summer, we're going to be cheering loud and proud whenever you walk the stage. Here are the requirements we went over at Director Bound. So we're going to go over them again, just so that you know. You will need to get to where you have 8 shows booked for the month. We are allowing you to step up to the 8. So as of this call, you need to have 4 April shows on your calendar. So you want to make sure you do that. Whenever you talk to your director, you're going to need to let her know those dates. By the call in 2 weeks, which is on April the 10th, you will need to have 6 April shows on your calendar. And then 2 weeks after that, because remember the calls are every 2 weeks, you will need to have 8 April calls. It's telling me my internet connection is unstable, so I hope y'all are hearing me, okay? Type me a message if you're here. Okay, thank you, Tiffany. So the other requirements besides having 8 shows, you must attend all 6 calls. This is the first one. Every 2 weeks there will be calls. You will also get a call to action every training call. That will be like your action plan, what you have to do to be able to participate in the next call. And then the other thing is you need to, I'm going to pull it out here. So in your consultant participant guide for the Director Bound that y'all all printed or you were given at the meeting, one of the pages is the 90 days to director, and you're going to want to fill this out completely. And this is something I've started doing. All of us are going to be doing it alongside with you, and you will have to complete this. And then when we do a party-based coaching, You're going to tell us that information so that we can fill out one for each one of you that are participating. So we'll be able to track with you. I'm trying to see if I'm missing anything. And so the party, just so you remember what party-based coaching is, whenever you need to talk to your director, whether it's email, Facebook, message, or text, you need to tell her your April show schedule, because we need to talk to you the day after each one of your shows. So if you're doing 8 shows a month, then we'll be talking to you twice in that week. If you're doing 4 shows right now, then it'll be 1 show a week. However your shows fall, we need to be able to talk to you, but we have to know your schedule so that we can talk to you. When we talk, we're going to go over this 90-day tracker. So before you get on the phone with your director, you need to have it filled out from your show. So for example, I did a show Sundays, and there were 7 people there. So I put the host name, the date of the show. I put 7 were in attendance. None took home info. My show last Thursday, 2 people took home info. How many bookings I got. I'm filling that in after each one of my shows. You need to do the same, because it's so important to track. Everything comes down to tracking. We're going to take about 15 to 20 minutes on those calls as well. The reason why we're tracking is we want you to meet your goals. So if we're tracking, we're going to get a ratio. So we'll know how many shows you need to do, and we'll go into that a little bit later. So let me see. I hope, does that sound, can they do thumbs up? Does that work? Okay. So I don't know if, anyway, so let me know if you have questions by raising your hands as we go. I don't have anybody raising their hand right now. So now you may be thinking, oh my gosh, 8 shows in a month. That's not what I'm doing right now. That's why we're letting you step up. But the reason why we want to set you up for success, we want you to have it success, like we talked about at Director Bound. Have 8 shows, 2 cancel, you still have 6 shows. That means you're in front of 60 people, that whole chart that we went through. The truth is, the people who are committed to this are going to step it up. Whenever Lauren's asking, do I see all of you? No, I don't. How do I do that? How do I do it so everybody sees everybody? How come I just see Tiffany? Upper right hand? Gallery view. Is that it? Ah, thank you. Now I see everybody. Okay. Hi. Sorry. Bear with me. I'm not technology. So we want you to be committed to doing this. That's why you agreed to participate. That's why you have been chosen and asked to be in this.
Okay, guys, can you hear me now?
We can, Tiffany. Thank you.
Okay, so Angela was telling me before this started that for whatever reason, it was telling her that she was having trouble with her internet. So I'm wondering if she even knows that she's not on anymore. So I'm going to text message her phone and let her know that she dropped video. So she may be trying to sign on. So give me just a minute so that she can get back on, okay? And if not, then I can take us through the rest of it. Okay, here. Oh, she says I'm back.
Okay, so where's my volume?
Unmute. There we are. Okay, can you hear me now? Thumbs up. Can y'all hear me? Yes? Okay, so back to being committed. Sorry about that. My internet is terrible. Let me see where I don't know where y'all quit hearing me, so I'm just going to read this again. So when you may hesitate about having 6 to 8 shows in the month, you want to commit to doing that, because when you do, you're going to be able to step up and you're going to be able to do what you need to do. And when you're committed to it, you're going to make it happen. And if you're serious about it, you're going to take the action that you need to take. So you need to know your why. Why are you doing Pampered Chef? Why do you want to step up to director? If it's big enough, then you'll have the determination to succeed. As the saying goes, if you treat this like a real job, it will pay you like a real job. So if we let you off the hook and say, oh, it's okay, you can do it next month, that doesn't do you any good. We're just setting you up for failure. We want to make sure that you're set up to succeed. So that is our goal in helping you do this and having you have the 6-8 shows a month. So we're going to learn how to track contacts. How many of y'all already track your contacts? Raise your hand. Anybody track your contacts already? Okay, just a couple of you. Okay, that's good. That is good. Your goal is to do at least 15 contacts a week, 3 a day. So you definitely want to do that. Yes. Oh, I got it, Angie. Thank you. I like it when y'all chat. This is cool. Have you ever heard of the phrase winners keep score? Did you know that statistics show that when you track your activity, you're going to have better results? At the Director Mound meeting, we talked about tracking contacts. We talked about tracking your shows. We talked about all the different things that we wanted to track. We're going to do this together. I'm going to do it. Jamie, Tiffany, we're all going to be tracking together. At least 50% of your contacts need to be new. So be thinking about what new means, because in just a minute I'm going to unmute y'all and you're going to be participating. So what do you think? In fact, let me unmute you now, because I'm going to ask a question. How do I unmute everybody? There we go. Okay. So why do you think, or what do you think is the number one reason why consultants don't have enough shows? Any? Nobody?
They run out of people to call.
Say that again, Sharon?
Not making a call?
Not making your calls. Okay.
Yeah, not making your calls.
Okay.
Not asking everybody.
Not asking everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ask everybody at your shows? Do the full service checkout? So they don't make, you're not making enough calls. You're not talking to enough new people. How many of y'all feel like you keep talking to the same people over and over again? I know I do sometimes. No?
I don't think so.
You don't think
I
so?
really don't.
Y'all are better than me then.
Sometimes.
I find myself
Sometimes.
calling the same people thinking, oh, they really said they wanted to, so I'll call them again and again instead of moving on to the next one sometimes. So you always want to have new business in addition to old business. So I'm going to mute, well, no, we're going to just be quiet for just a minute. You're going to take a spiral notebook, or you can do this digitally. You're going to take it where you're going to have a line down the center, and on the left-hand top, you're going to put old business, and on the top of the right hand, you're going to put new business. So take a piece of paper, draw a line down the center, old business on the left, new business on the right. Okay? And this is what you're going to use.
Hold on.
So I'm letting everybody get their paper. I see lots of movement. Next time you'll know to bring paper so you can take notes.
Hang on. I'm getting a pen. Hang on.
Okay, we're good. Okay, so while you're doing that, remember the top left is old, the top right is new. So what is some examples of old business? Any ideas of what old business?
Old people? Is that what you
It could be old people.
Calling all your rock truck owners.
People that you've already done business with.
People
right?
from your original list.
Do what?
Yes.
Yeah. Pat's
People from
hostess.
your original list.
Your original list.
From
people
your
that you've
original
already-
list.
People that you've already talked to, people that you've already had on your list and talked to. What about people you've done shows with before? Maybe somebody that did a virtual party for you? What do you think new business means?
Yes.
New
Your
blood.
shift.
Okay, Nicole
People
started
you haven't
talking
done
first. I'll let
business
you
with.
go. Nicole?
Oh, I'm sorry. I just said the new customers that are coming to your shows that haven't seen you before.
Okay, new people that you've never met before, right? Any other ideas? What about when you're out and about?
Maybe
you
the
meet
ones that said they might.
somebody that said they might do it that you haven't
Like
talked
What
to?
about the ones that they say they might do? Yeah,
Okay,
in a long time, yeah.
so you haven't talked to them in a while. That would probably be old business because they said they might if you've already talked to them once. New business would be what I would consider people that you haven't talked to about it before. Maybe you're out and about and you meet somebody at a deli and you think, oh my gosh, they would be great, or they would be fun to do a show. You go pamper a business. You take a little snack to a business with some catalogs and you pamper a business. That would be a new contact. What about when you make out-of-the-box calls? Whenever you go back to shows 2 months ago, 6 months ago, you pull up people that ordered, like Nicole said, the Rock Crocs. They didn't really say anything about doing a show, but now you're going to call them because they may want to do a show to get that stand. So it's new business, people that maybe not have expressed an interest, but it's kind of an out-of-the-box call. Have you used your products yet? Are you happy with your products? So back to the spiral notebook. On the left side for our old business, you're going to number 1 to 10. And then on the right side, you're going to number 1 to 5. And remember, how much did I say you want the new business to be?
50%.
50%, that's right. So that's why, anyway, so if you're a new consultant, you haven't been doing this very long, you may have more new business than old business. You may have a new, more new people that you're talking to because you don't have as many customers, as many past people that you can go back to. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this and you're going to make a list on these numbers of everybody you want to contact, your 15 contacts for the week. And you want to also add, as you meet those new people, as you meet them, put them on the new side. Say, oh, I met Sally Sue at the bakery today and she's going to do a show, or whoever the new business is, or you did a pamper your business. The people that you want to contact that are old business, you put on the left-hand side. So then when you get ready to make your calls, you've got their names, you've got their phone numbers. So now you make those calls. You make a note, booked a show, wants business information, left a message, call back next month, whatever the information is, you're going to write the results of that. So those are your 15 contacts that you're going to make for the week. You can do it lots of different ways. I'm going to talk about a power hour, and you want to do that on a day you don't have a party. So let's say you like to make calls on Monday nights or Tuesday nights. You're going to set aside an hour. How many of y'all have ever done a power hour? Anybody?
I have.
Okay. Tiffany has. Sharon has. Okay. I see some nods. Good. A power hour is a great way to get a lot done in a short amount of time. And you've got your list of people, right? These are the people you're going to call. So you're going to start that hour. You're going to make all your calls. If you leave a message, though, something that's really key, if you want to leave, let's say you left a message for Sally. You also want to do a follow-up message, whether it's a text or an email, so that, are you laughing at me, Lauren? Are you laughing at Tiffany? Because Tiffany's sideways. So,
I'm laughing at Tiffany.
I know.
'Cause she's a big dork.
She's trying to distract me. I don't have ADD, but I feel like I do. But if you leave a message, you want to follow up a second way. So like I left a message for somebody earlier today, and then I followed it up with a text. Hey, Sue, I left you a message. I can't wait to hear from you. Or I can't wait to see what you think, or I've got something exciting to tell you. Look forward to hearing from you. So always follow up with an email or a text or a Facebook message anytime you leave a message. A lot of times people don't listen to their voicemails, so you want to do that so that they'll know to listen to their voicemail. So in that power hour, you've made all 15 calls in that 60 minutes, but you finished in 45 minutes. You don't want to keep making calls that last 15 minutes. And the reason why is now, let's say you've booked 2 shows and you need to mail information about the opportunity to somebody. So that last 15 minutes, that's when you prepare all that information. So you take all the results from your first 45 minutes, and the last 15, you take it and you go, okay, I'm making this host packet to mail tomorrow, this I'm going to mail, this I need to email. Anything you need to do that's action as a result of your calls, you do that last 15 minutes. So I'm going to do an example. So if you do this every day, let's say you call 15 people and 5 were home. Out of the 5 people that you talked to, 1 booked a party. So your ratio for calls made the ratio for calls made, so we have 15 people and 5 were home. So of the 5, 1 booked a party. So 5 out of 15 is for ratio for number of people home. 1 out of 5 is for bookings. Every time you finish your 15 calls, you're going to do your ratio. After you do this a few times, you're going to kind of get a sense of it. So it took you 15 calls to get 1 booking. So if you need 3 bookings next month, how many calls will you have to make? 45. So you take, if you need 8 bookings, then you need to do 15 times 8. So you get your ratio. Everybody's will be different. So it can be a Facebook message. It can be a text. It can be a call. It doesn't all have to be calls, but calls are really a good way to build that relationship. So every time we have a call, you're going to share your ratio. So it's on the top of your page. Write down your ratio, number of calls to number of home, and then number of people you talk to bookings. So you're going to have that ratio. So every time we talk, you're going to need to share your ratios. So the goal is to book 8 shows by the end of April. We want you to have 6 by the next call in 2 weeks. Now I'm going to give you, that's part of your action plan or your call to action, is 6 shows by the next call. And also to give your director your show schedule so that she knows when to follow up with your party-based coaching. And then you also are going to have a audio to listen to. And it's on Consultants Corner under Training and Resources, under Director Bound. So where you found the participant notebook under Consultant Resources, and it's the one called Make It a Full Calendar. And I'll put this in our Grow group so you'll have it easier to find, but you will need to listen to that and then post your ahas from listening to that on our Grow group. That's our group to participate and talk to people and encourage each other, and that's what we're there for. So now is the time for you to ask questions. It's kind of a basic call, giving you ways to track your contacts and also to give you some ideas. So do y'all have any questions? Let me unmute everybody. Oh, chats. Okay, got it. Unmute. How do I do that? Yeah, I'm so sorry, y'all. This is so new to me. Okay, so we are unmuted.
We're unmuted now.
Questions? Raise your hand if you want to ask a question so that I won't have everybody talking over everybody.
Okay. So on our sheet that we're supposed to track,
Yes.
this month 1 is April.
Yes. Well, I mean, I would start tracking now. Make this week be your first week to start tracking. Your first month that you're going to have 8 shows is April. You need to have 6 booked by 2 weeks and then 8 by the end of the month. Did that answer your question? I think I lost everybody again. Everybody's frozen.
Comment. I usually don't cold call though. I mean, there's something warm about it. I saw them at a show. They've commented on Facebook, and I give them a ring, and I start talking about whatever they were interested in at the show, or whatever the Facebook comment was, and then I say, you absolutely have to have this. We've got to figure out how we can get this in the kitchen for you. You've got to have it right now. I mean, I can send you a recipe book right now, life changer. You got to have it. And they're like, okay, maybe I have to have it. And then I say, oh, but you know what's going to be even better? You shouldn't buy it. What you need is, you need me to come over. I'm going to show you, and I'm going to show 4 or 5 people. You can get 4 or 5 people. I'm available on Thursday. Are you open on Thursday? I can come over. I'll show everybody how to use Manuel. I just did one on Manuel, and so I got people really interested in Manuel. And then they go, oh, I'm not busy. I can't do Thursday, but what about next week on Tuesday? Yeah, I can do next week on Tuesday. I'll come over to your house. You just like 4 or 5 people, right? That'd be doable? And they're like, yeah, sure, I can get 4 or 5 people. That's awesome. Okay, so when I come over next Tuesday, you're going to have like 10 people there. We're going to make it a party. See what I did? We're going to make it a party, and Manuel's going to be free for you. And then they go, okay, yeah, that's okay, because you get them swirling. And then they're already bought into the show. They're already excited because I'm going to show them how to use Manuel. And then I bring in, oh my gosh, but you want to know the best way to get Manuel? I got to send you this picture. It's the picture of the new kit. How about when I come over next Tuesday, all your friends are already there. Well, we get you signed up and you make the money. And I actually have people sign up for that reason.
Yeah.
Because they liked a post on Facebook. They decided they want to see how Manuel actually works. I convinced them that 5 people actually means 10 to 12 people. And, hey, why should she make the money? I should. And that's how it works.
Stephanie, who is
Lauren doesn't believe me.
Who is Manuel? Who is that?
Who's Manuel? It's a manual food processor.
Okay, that's
Oh my gosh, Lauren, Manuel, the manual food processor. He is my very favorite saucy friend to have. You gotta watch out for Manuel.
He's sharp.
You gotta pump him hard. He likes it rough. You've never heard me say this? Oh my gosh! Yeah, so Manuel comes in the kit. He's easy. Yeah. Yeah.
He's easy, all right.
We've got
Yeah.
about
So, I talk about Manuel as a person. And you want Manuel. Manuel is so helpful. That's what. Yeah.
And healthy too, right?
And healthy. And dishwasher safe, mostly. Except for the top. You have to hand wash that.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
okay.
Okay. Any other questions? Because Angela's having trouble. It's saying that the meeting's over and she can't get back in.
Hey, you said we still have 7 whole minutes
We have
Yeah.
7 minutes. Yes.
I know.
for questions.
Anybody?
So,
Oh, there she is, Angela. You're back.
Hi, Angela.
Hello. Lovely country living.
in 2 weeks, we're supposed to make 15 calls per day within the next 2 weeks.
Now
Is that what
15
you're
calls
saying?
per week.
Okay, now wait a minute, Nicole. I hear a little bit. Yeah, I hear panic in your voice, Nicole.
No,
Remember,
no, just making sure I know what I'm supposed to be doing.
now, okay, so I was texting behind the scenes because I know I kind of panic when I hear the word phone call. It's my least favorite thing to do.
Yes.
No,
But
I already have a list.
there you go. You start with a list, but the other thing that you can do, yay, remember that the very, very best place to book shows for April is at a March show.
Yes.
So,
I already got my 6, so I'm good.
No,
okay,
you don't
well,
stop.
good, because 6 isn't enough. You can go further than that.
I know.
You can do it. But remember, if you are a person that's terrified of phone calls, there are other ways to find shows. You can make contacts, but you can also book at your shows. It's okay.
So I have a question real quick.
Yes,
Party
Angie?
count as well, right?
Yes, they do, Angie. This is
Okay.
Jamie. They do.
Okay, just want
They do. Just like anything, even as Tiffany said, it's always a better idea to get at least some friends and stuff together to even do one of these what I call kind of express shows with Manuel, with, a pitcher of margaritas and some fresh salsa. But if you can't, a virtual party also will work because we know that some consultants have been very successful doing virtual parties. So we won't discount them. They're included as well.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Nicole raised her hand.
Girl.
I'm figuring it out.
Cheryl.
Sharon?
Yes. Cheryl's on.
Okay. Is Sharon McAllister, do you have a question?
Yeah, what is the ratio again for the list?
It's 10 under old and 5 under new.
Okay, but no, what was the number of calls versus number of home or something?
Oh, yes. You want to, whenever you do that, you're going to, if you called 15 people and you talked to 5, so the number of calls versus the number of people you talk to is one ratio. And then the ratio of number of people you talk to and how many bookings you got is another ratio, or how many recruits you got. That would be 2 different ratios. So it's a
Okay.
2-step. Good question.
Yes.
Nicole, your hand is raised?
No, my hand was raised from the very beginning.
Okay. I just figured out where that goes to see, so I know. So anyway, okay, I'm learning. Sorry. Technology's not my, yes, thank you. I'm clueless. Okay, see, anybody can do this. We know you can do it. We look forward to having y'all move and grow your team and grow into directors and build a team. We're here to help you. Use our Grow page to post things and ask questions. Get with your director to give her your schedule so that she knows when your shows are. And next time I'll be more prepared. So I apologize. And I just, yeah. Anyway, my internet. Any other questions? We've got 3 minutes left. Are y'all excited?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, who's terrified?
Oh, okay.
Lauren's terrified. Debbie's terrified. Katie's
Okay.
terrified.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Yes,
Turn
it's
the
all
fear
right.
into action.
Do it scared. Do it scared.
Be
That's what I was
scared.
gonna say. Thank you, Tiffany. Yeah, absolutely. You guys, like I said, this is one of those things that you step out of your comfort zone and the rewards are huge.
Mhm.
So it's the one time that you just gotta try it. And like Tiffany said, do it scared. You'll be amazed. And Debbie Harrison, persevere. Right? You know what that word means. Yes. Yes. That's Debbie's word this year. And so far, so good. And I know that you can do it through this program too.
Well, and kind of like that video that we posted in the Grow Group today, you start doing these new habits and you create those new paths, and then it's not quite as scary. It becomes something that you get comfortable doing. So,
Definitely.
okay.
What do you say to somebody when they don't want margaritas, they don't want wine, they don't want alcohol?
I do mini shows
There's
without
lots of
alcohol.
good recipes.
Oh, that's
for
easy.
drinks.
That's easy. We got a cool punch with the ice cream in it. I love that thing.
Oh, or just make fancy water.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just slice up
fancy
a
water
lemon,
works.
orange, and lime, and you're
Yeah,
good.
you put the fruit in, you put water, and then the fruit. I like to do grapefruit and rosemary or orange and rosemary. It's beautiful.
Blackberries and mint is really good too.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
What is
Yeah.
it? Mint and what?
Blackberries.
blackberry.
Yeah. And I do lime and mint a lot of times too, because it's like mojitos without the alcohol. So it's like non-alcoholic mojitos. Gives you the fun feeling, the fun factor, right? Because that's what it's all about, is the fun factor. You do not have to have alcohol to have fun.
Well, and there's a lot of recipes in the party packs for regular
Definitely.
drinks.
Sharon, we've got a minute left. Did you raise your hand again?
Yeah.
Sharon,
No, that was before.
that's the old one. How do I get that to go away? Oh, gotcha. I figured it out. Okay.
She needs to click it.
Yeah, you can dismiss it, Angela, or she can.
Okay. Awesome.
How exciting, guys! Yay!
Yay. Bye. I'm stopping the recording.
Thanks.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Check in with your director in the next 24 hours. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.